Hello everyone, my name is Dasha and welcome back to Tiny Bunny. Last episode we left off where Antoine was running in the forest and he picked up the glove, and now we're back in the house and the mother was like, don't go outside, and now she's like, don't slam the door. So I was like saying, oh, like she doesn't give a fuck, but I don't know, why would she be like, don't go outside, and then how many times did I tell you to not slam the door? But whatever. I don't know. Did she care? Did she not? But alright. I didn't mean to. I snuck a glance at the door. The smell was gone and the breath was too. If there was someone in the first place, of course. Here, mere 5 meters away from Mom, my fear was slowly weakening, melting like snow in spring, and within the last bit of strength I had left my body too. My legs gave way. I propped myself up against the wall so I wouldn't fall over. Mom's expression had changed immediately. The cold mask of strictness and detachment was gone. Mom looked the same as before all these quarrels. She finally saw my condition, my wet pants plastered with snow.
Ты где был? Я тебе что говорила, а? Чтобы ты дома сидел.
Where have you been? What did I tell you? I told you to stay
Я и
home.
для тебя пустое место.
Am I nothing to you too? Aww. I got afraid she would cry. I reached out to her like when I was very little and wanted her to cuddle me. But Mom regained her composure fast and put on her usual face. Her eyes shined like steel. Her voice rang
У
out.
отца сигареты пропали.
Your dad can find his cigarettes.
Признавайся, ты их стащил? Курить бегаешь?
Be honest. Did you snatch them? Were you smoking in secret?
Там за мной кто-то гнался. Я думал, меня...
Oh my god, the stuttering. There was someone chasing me. I started as soon as I started explaining myself. Tears welled up in my eyes. Mom leaned towards me and sniffed my clothes like a bee searching for the smell of tobacco. Then she squinted her eyes in suspicion and looked into the front yard. What the fuck? Her expressions changed at the instant, and she covered her mouth with her
Гляди,
head.
вон же они. Прямо у забора.
Look over there at the fence. My heart started thumping as if I began praying once again, and my pursuers were following me in the field. I couldn't swear that I've heard something scratch at the door, just like my nightmare. Mom becked me with her finger, and I gathered all my remaining bravely to look into the kitchen window, facing my fear. Oh, dogs, brother. I thought there would be like wolves and bears and foxes, but it's just stray dogs. But still, they can have like, what are they called? Rebies. They could be like, possessed. Like if they bite you, you can get like, you can actually die. Rebies? Is that how it's called? Rebies. I think so. But it just sounds like, funny, a little funny. I could barely discern some hairy silhouettes swimming in snow through these icy winter patterns on the glass. Dogs. Just a small pack of strays with no names and owners, barely reminding of the hungry monsters that live on the edge of the forest.
Божечки, ты их испугался? Да они сами тебя перепугаются, Антон.
Oh boy, were you scared of them? I think they'd rather be scared of you,
Они
Antoine.
гнались за мной, словно за зайцем.
They were chasing me like a bunny.
А вдруг они бешеные?
Rabbit, see? And what if they rabbit? The smile had slowly disappeared from Mom's face. Now she looked at the dogs as if it was her first time seeing
Если они
them.
нападут на Олю.
What if they attack Oля?
Мам,
Вот бы твой отец их всех перестрелял.
I wish that I could just shoot them all. Don't do that.
мама, они живые.
Mom, they're
А
alive.
что?
And
Ты уж
what?
определись? Они тебе друзья или враги?
Are they your friend or foe after all? Make up your
Не
mind.
маленький ведь уже.
You're not a little kid anymore. Mom sighed in annoyance, and I felt so bitter that I bit my lower lip and fixed my gaze on the cobweb ridden corner just to keep myself from crying. That's so mean. That's so mean. She's like, what if they're gonna attack Olia? I mean, I get Olia is like a little kid. She's like, I'm not sure how younger she is than Antoine, but she is young, you're right. But I don't know. The mother is like, make up your damn mind. Are they friends or are they your foes? Like, what? I don't know. She's really mean. She's really distant, you know? Well, some detective I am. In reality, I wasn't risking my life among monsters, but rather my pants among a pack of stupid strays. About 4, what use do I have for this? Mitten. Of course, a darkness sticky mitten that belonged to the lost boy made a squishy sound in my hand. Seems like I was clutching it the whole time. That's my trump card as a detective. I hurried to present this clue to my mom. She
Мам,
will not be
смотри,
happy.
это Вовина варежка.
Oh my fucking god, it's dripping in blood. Mom, look, this is Vova's
Ну
mitten.
того, про которого утром милиция спрашивала.
That boy the police were asking about in the
Она вся
morning.
в крови. На дереве висела. Вон там, могу показать.
It's dressed in blood. I found it hanging on a tree. I can show
Давай в
where.
милицию скорее позвоним, как нас участковый просил.
Let's call the police right away, like the officer had
Мам,
told us to.
гляди.
Mom, look.
Фу.
Ew. A shadow of doubt slowly creeped onto Mom's controlled face, as if she was trying to remember something distant, like someone tries to remember their dream, but the image slipped away.
А ну-ка прекрати сейчас же.
Stop at this moment.
Оля тебя услышит, с ума сойдет.
Oля will go insane if she hears
Она и
you.
так не спит. На все подряд жалуется.
She already has trouble sleeping and whines all the
Еще и
time.
ты со своими шуточками.
And you joke around like this. Oh. Oh. At that moment, I realized the minute was actually wet from the snow. There was no blood whatsoever. I wanted to sink through the floor from embarrassment.
Иди сюда, паникер.
Come here, my boy who cried
Да не
wolf.
стой столбом. Вот, таблетку на. Быстро пей.
Oh, don't you just stand there. Come take your pills. A golden coral pill resistant of a dead wasp fell onto
Я
my
уже пил
palm.
сегодня, за завтраком.
I already took one during breakfast.
Попререкайся мне еще.
Don't talk over me.
Сказала дома сидеть. Нет же.
I told you to stay home, and
Был
you.
бы отец выпорол.
That would have given you a good whipping for that.
Сейчас же выпей, а то ночью не уснешь. Тебе ведь в школу завтра.
Oh, hell no. Come on, take it, or you won't be able to sleep at night, and you have school tomorrow. So, I had to swallow the bit of medication, drinking it down with similar awful water that gave off a taste of chlorine. Maybe it wasn't Mova's mitten. Maybe it wasn't mitten at all, just like the forest monsters and Olya's owl. Am I going mad? What's happening to me? Either the pill had immediate effect, or my overexerted brain didn't feel fear inside anymore. Oh my goodness, serenity washed over me, bringing yawning indifference along with it.
Антон, выпил? Можешь, если захочешь.
Don't you done? See, you can do it if you try.
Раздевайся. Уснул, что ли?
Take off your coat. Are you asleep?
Нет, мам, просто задумался.
No, Mom. I was just
Интересно, о
thinking.
чем же?
What about, I wonder?
Так, глупости всякие.
It's just something silly. Mom scrutinized me with suspicious eyes, as if she wasn't sure she was looking at her own son and not some doppelganger that came from the
Точно
forest.
все нормально?
Is everything alright?
У тебя такое лицо было, когда милиционер про окно спросил.
You had the exact same expression when the policeman asked you about the
Всё
window.
нормально, мам.
I'm alright, Mom. She heaved a deep sigh.
Хорошо.
Fine. It seemed like the house had changed. The sofa's fabric had become discolored. Fingerprints appeared on the bathroom tiles. The light bulb also felt different, dimmer and yellower. Even the saliva inside my mouth had a different taste. A melody for Aladdin could be heard from the upper floor. Olia was done rewatching her favorite Little Mermaid episode and switched to the other tapes. I slowly changed into my home clothes, stopped before the sink, and I studied my reflection in the mirror, like I was trying to solve one of those spot the difference puzzles. Then I went upstairs. Jufar's and Lago's voices died down. I walked past Olia's bedroom and slipped into my own. What can I open here? Open? I don't want to open that yet. I want to look through some stuff. A journal. Monsters, ghosts, UFOs, the Encyclopedia of Paranormal Phenomena from Roseman's Publishing. I've learned about the Loch Ness Monster, Medusa, Gorgon, and Bigfoot from there. Olia is always scared of the book. She could barely handle sitting through the monster and alien section with me, but the middle part where they started to talk about ghosts really freaked her out. I even remember hunting ghosts after I'd read that book. I measured the distance between items on my table every evening and checked if they moved due to some supernatural force come in the morning. They didn't. But to be honest, what was I expecting? To meet Gasper the ghost? That's Loki. That's Loki so stupid. Imagine going to bed and measuring, this book is 5 centimeters away from the edge. And you wake up and you measure that. I would go insane. My Triceratops figure. I know about all sorts of dinosaurs. Yeah. Velociraptor. Yeah. Afroventatus, Hopsilop. Yeah. I remember going to the movies to see Jurassic Park back when we still lived in the city and taking pictures with the T-Rex in the hall. It turned its head and roared. It was awesome. And next to it was a Robotech Transformer. I love this cartoon. When a jet fighter speed up an inch among the sounds of blaster fire, you know your next 20 minutes will surely be amazing. Zandriati space station is captured. Rick, get ready for battle. Alright. Okay. Okay, hola. Hola, I did not see you. The forest didn't look as grim during the day. I wanted to keep it to last, but I was like looking through it and then I saw the feet and I saw the figure. That's Olia. And daggle tree branches in distance, and then slowly field between our house and the forest brought sleepiness to my eyes. But sometimes I would still catch myself looking in the window at the icy treetops instead of doing my homework. Do you not see the feet? Do you not see? Oh my goodness. I've dreamt of becoming an artist since Dad bought me my first comic book. Fly magazine was the coolest. I especially liked the big spaces related edition with alien monsters and the funny episodes about Gendermaid. I started drawing all kinds of stuff since that day, and I seem to be getting pretty good at it. What is the fly thing? The first Soviet and Russian periodic adult comic magazines, extremely popular during the crazy 90s. What made the magazine stand out was the refusal to the material from its foreign counterparts. Alright. I started drawing all kinds of stuff since that day, and I seem to be getting pretty good at it. One of my letters even got published in Fly once. Maybe someday they'll even publish my comic? That's so cool. He's like, what, 10, 11? And he's already like, look at those drawings. They're like genuinely amazing. The airplane thingy thing. One of those drawers was empty. I hid the mitten there. The simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. I sat on the bed, and I only then noticed there was someone behind the curtains. My tired hand dropped to the sheets. Whether it was due to medication I took on the stress I underwent, the room began to contour, as if the wine was blowing the walls out like a pair of sails. The corners of the room bent and undulated. The only stable thing in the whole room was the figure between the windowsill and the curtains. A flimsy piece of cloth was stuck in my hidden visitor. It reminded me of burial sheets.
Оля,
Oля? Who else would be standing there? I stood up and licked my dried up lip.
Оля, очень смешно.
Yeah, Olia, it's so funny. The silhouette was unmoving. It was enveloped softly by the curtains, as if there was a thick layer of darkness there. Not a human being. I reached towards the curtains. Bet my heart, controlled by medication. The wine sang in the field with a chorus of voices. For a second, I wanted to return to bed, just lie down and watch the person behind the curtains, knowingly full well they were looking back at me. They're looking without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep. Plastic rings rustled against the holder when I pulled open the curtains. Jump scare.
Попался!
Gotcha!
Да я сразу понял, что это ты.
I knew it was you from the beginning. A blinding bright hollow lit up above Willie's head with the setting sun as the background. My sister was shining. When she was just a baby, Dad always used to say she was shining with happiness. I always retorted, but Dad, she's not some flashlight. But I brought her to the window one day and sunlight poured on her smiling face. I felt like I was holding a light ruined child.
я все видела.
I saw everything.
Да ну,
Oh, really?
что ты спрятал?
What did you hide? She was just like my mom when she was little, before she put on her sad mask of tiredness and switched to her commanding tone of
Ничего,
voice.
просто...
It's nothing, just... Ola ran up to the table, her eyes round, and asked,
что-то украл и теперь прячешь?
You stole something and hid it there?
Вор?
Are you a thief?
Что?
What?
Глупая.
Don't be stupid.
Ничего я не крал.
I didn't steal anything. A clear image came to mind, that maiden hanging from a tree branch. What if I did steal it after all? From the forest, from the tattooed figure standing behind black trees. Oля could be selfish and stubborn when she wanted.
Покажи тогда.
Then show me.
Поклянись, что никому не скажешь. Тогда покажу.
Swear that you won't tell anyone, then I'll show you. Oля wore a plodding smile.
Клянусь маминым сердцем.
I swear. Oh, don't say that. No. As oath she heard in one of the movies about the Pyrenees we watched. Pioneer movement, an umbrella term for Congolese children organization existing around the world, somewhat reminiscent of the Scout movement.
Не говори так.
Yeah, don't say things like that. Olia nodded and made a gesture with her hand, locking her mouth with an imaginary key. She was filled with curiosity that was splashing in her giant eyes. I opened the drawer and Olia leaned in, holding her breath. It looked like there was not just a simple mitten, but some sort of exotic critter.
Это чья-то варежка?
Is this someone's mitten? She said that as if she couldn't understand what she
Один
saw.
мальчик потерял. И сам потерялся.
A certain boy lost it and got lost
Ты
himself.
понимаешь, как опасно гулять в лесу, особенно детям?
Now, you do understand how dangerous it is for kids to wander into the forest, right?
Ему, наверное, там очень холодно.
He must be really cold out there.
Его найдут?
Will they find him?
Обязательно.
They will.
Участковый по домам ходит, всем фотографию его показывает.
The police are going houses to houses, showing the photo to everybody. Olia transferred the room with care and pressed her tiny palms against the
А
window.
почему он по домам ходит, а не по лесу?
And why are they going to houses and not the forest?
Боится.
Are they scared? The question caught me off guard.
Милиционеры ничего не
The
боятся.
police aren't scared of everything.
И лес они прочесали.
They've already scoured the forest. Yeah, right, flashed my clouded mind. Did they really check every nook and crawling with darkness, cold, and whispers of icy branches dwell? If that's the case, how did they miss the mitten? Or did it appear later? For me, I changed the topic, as if trying to get Ulia as far away as possible from the further thicket.
Если я сам найду пропавшего мальчика, нам, может, награду дадут.
We may get a reward if I go and find this boy by myself. Don't say that to her. She's gonna wanna help.
Кучу всякого, как в поле чудес.
She's gonna wanna help. You're just putting little kid into trouble right now. A lot of stuff, like in the Wheel of Fortune.
Клёво же.
Sounds cool, right? Olia wasn't listening to me. She was pierced the forest with incredibly adult eyes, uncharacteristic for her.
А что, если эта сова его утащила?
What if the owl got him?
Ерунда. Не
Nonsense.
может сова поднять человека.
An owl won't be able to lift a human.
Вот что...
But you know what? I was picking my words with utmost care. I forced them out of my overexcited
Ты в
brain.
лес не суйся. Мне кажется, он какой-то,
Stay away from the forest. I think it's...
как бы сказать, проклятый, что ли.
How should I put it? It's cursed or something.
Как в сказке?
Just like a fairy tale?
Нет, скорее, как на той страшной кассете, что родители прячут.
No, more like in that spooky tape our parents hide from us. Olia shivered and stole a glance at the window.
Я видела, как ты убегал.
I saw you running away.
За тобой кто-то гнался?
Someone was chasing you?
Нет, просто, чтобы мама не волновалась, спешил домой.
No, it's just... I was hurrying back home so mom won't be worried. As I looked at my sister, my heart was tearing apart. She was so fragile. It was so easy to stifle her light. A gust of wind and her small fire would be gone.
Хорошо тебе.
You're
Меня
lucky.
вот мама не пускает даже на крыльцо.
Mom won't even let me go outside.
Как принцесса в башне сижу. Никуда не могу выйти.
Like a princess in the tower. Can't go
Так
anywhere.
умру тут от скуки.
I'll die from boredom
Не
here.
придумывай.
You're
От скуки
wrong.
еще никто не умирал.
No one has ever died of
У тебя же
boredom.
есть я и мультики, а мама с папой скоро помирятся.
And you have me and your concerns, and mom and dad will be good to each other soon.
Знаешь, что бы я загадала на следующий день рождения?
You know what I would wish for my next birth? If she's gonna say for her parents to get, that's gonna be so sad.
Чтобы родители тоже в детей превратились. И
Oh,
мы бы все вместе играли, как
that's so
раньше.
that's so weird. I would wish for my mom and my dad to turn to children so we could go and play together like we used to.
Ага. А если бы они стали размером с жука, то мы бы их в спичечный коробок посадили.
Yeah, and if you make them as small as bugs, we could place them into a little box. Oli giggled and tuggled at my sleeve.
Тоже пойдем Аладдина смотреть.
Gosh, so let's go watch Aladdin. Fatigue won over my desire to be with my little sister. I was washed over by some sort of heinous apathy.
Вымотался я. Что-то не хочется.
I'm too tired. I don't want to.
Пойдем.
Come
Мне
on.
скучно одной, а мама занята все время.
It's so boring alone, and mom is always
Можно выбрать
busy.
другой мультик, который ты еще не видел.
We can pick a cartoon you haven't seen
Да
before.
я все наши кассеты наизусть знаю.
I know all of our tapes by heart at this
А вот и
point.
не все. Ты Питера Пэна не видел.
Not all of them. You haven't watched Peter
Помнишь, ты
Pan.
уснул на середине?
Remember how you fell asleep in the middle of
Там
it?
потом такое. Ну пойдем. Пойдем.
It's so much happens after that. Let's go.
Давай
Let's go.
попозже.
Maybe a bit later.
Рассказать тебе, чем все закончилось?
Should I tell you how it ends?
Утром расскажешь.
Let's leave that for tomorrow.
Утром не захочу.
I won't tell you tomorrow.
Придумала. А давай в прятки.
I know. Let's play hide and seek.
Нет, Оль.
No, Ola.
Тогда нарисуй мне динозавра.
Then draw me a dino.
Оля, блин.
Ola, please.
Нарисуй.
Draw it. I low-key like her, but like, she's a kid, you know? You know how kids are annoying. But she's so cute. I love her.
Да оставь ты меня в покое.
Alright, shut up. Leave me alone already. That's mean. I blurted it out without thinking, and then I was immediately taken back. I've never scared my little sister like that. Ola stared at me in shock. Her lips started trembling, I pressed hers to tears. My chest was setting with disgust and embarrassment. What happened to me? I hurried to prevent Ola from crying.
Ладно, уболтала. Давай смотреть мультики.
Alright,
Только недолго.
you win. Let's go watch cartoons for a bit.
Уже не хочу.
I don't wanna. I came up to her, put my hand on her soft
Пойдем.
head. Let's go.
Питера Пэна посмотрим.
Let's go watch Peter Pan.
Ага, ты опять
Boo,
уснешь.
you'll fall asleep again. I smiled and lifted her chin. Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless.
Не усну, обещаю.
I promise I
А
won't.
потом я тебе целого трицератопса нарисую.
And I'll show you a full triceratops later. Okay. Same thing, girls. Triceratops. Oh my god, I feel you.
Почти.
Well, close enough. Olia rubbed her eyes with the sleeve of her pajamas and shining smile returned to her
Давай ты
face.
пока кассету перемотаешь, а я у мамы попрошу сгущенки с хлебом.
I'll go ask mom for condensed milk and bread and you rewind the tape.
Только утром свежий привезли, как ты любишь.
The bread is fresh, just how you like it. I love her. She's so sweet.
Неси, только аккуратнее, а то разольешь.
Alright, just be careful not to spill the milk
Опять ругаться будут.
or you'll be yelled at again.
Спорим, не разолью.
When I bet I won't spill it?
Кассета где-то в тумбочке. Поищи пока.
Okay, not gonna lie, the way she's smiling right now is creepy. Not gonna lie, but like, you know. The tape is somewhere in the nightstand, look for it. Ola disappeared into the doorway and I dragged my feet into the neighboring room. Oh my goodness. Since when bears do that? Ola's countenance twists. An old teddy bear is the main attraction here. Ola doesn't sleep without it, and she digs her nose into its fur when she sleeps. She's so cute. You know what? I'm gonna stop here. we're gonna look for the room next episode, and we're gonna watch the movie next episode. Olia, y'all, I love her. She's so sweet. She's I don't know. I have like such a soft spot for kids, and I just adore them. They're so cute. I want to be a mom so bad, but then I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't, you know. But she has a lot of toys, and she has the thing when you the sewing machine. That's insane. If she can sew, she's young and she's already sewing. That's insane. But nothing really happened this episode. It was just me getting to know Olia more, because we really didn't talk a lot, right? It was just how she was scared of the owl, and that's it. But now we're getting to like get to know her a little more, and she's like literally the sweetest person you've ever. That's like the sweetest girl I've ever seen in the game, you know, game wise. I don't want to make it sound weird. I just feel like I'm making it sound so weird, and I don't mean it, and it sounded very weird, you know? I don't want to make it sound weird. She's sweet, she's really cute, and she's like really caring. She's like, oh, there's fresh bread, just how you like it, you know? That was really sweet. And she like wants to spend a lot of time with her brother. Like, oh, draw me this, play this. I know she's bored, but like, you know, it's so much better. Just like, she could have been playing with her toys. She could have been drawing. She could have been watching the cartoons. But no, she'd rather ask her brother to do this, and that. And they're bonding, and you know. And I love how Antoine cares for her. And she's like, I would never yell at my sister. I'll draw you this. I'll draw you that. I'll watch it with you. Like, he's so caring. And I just love how they take care of each other, you know. They're really sweet to each other. I love it. I hope nothing happens to them. Oh my gosh, I hope Olia doesn't go in the forest, but we will see it next time. I hope Antoine protects her at any cost, you know. But I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.